Hello student, welcome to my class of computer science in Python, okay, for class 11th. In this lesson video, we will understand simple programs in Python. So student, these are the contents. So first of all, we will learn arithmetic operator in a program, okay. So which are as follow, like plus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, exponent and floor division, okay. So whose meaning, that is addition means x plus by y, and x subtraction x minus by y, okay, and multiplication x multiplied by y, and division x divided by y, and modulus x modulus by y, and x exponent, that is x double extract y, okay, and x double slash y, that means floor division. So let's come to the program again. So student, we have to understand the syntax, okay. What is syntax? Syntax is a grammar of the programming language, or we can say that syntax refer to the spelling and grammar of the programming language, okay. So here you can see student, whatever includes in tag, that is angle bracket and angle bracket close, it is changeable. Whatever, for example, I will tell you what is that. So here is variable under the tag equals to, there is equals to without angle bracket, literal with angle bracket again, okay, that is inside the tag. So here variable replaced by a equals same, literal replaced by 10. So here whatever the angle bracket consider, it is changeable according to the programmer, okay. So same here, the next one syntax I am telling you, this one thing, id within round bracket, angle bracket variable, angle, that is round bracket close. So it means to say variable will consider as changeable. So here example id, round bracket open, a round bracket close. So student, you know what is id function? Id function prints or tell us the reference or location of the variable, okay. So here a program for arithmetic operator. Here I have done one thing student, I have taken a two variable a and b, okay, stored I am say value 10 and 20 and separated by terminator, I am to say semicolon, in a single line only. I am printing the value of a and b also, which is done by print function. Here print function, round bracket open, double quote open, value of a is, then double quote close, comma a, okay. I will tell you what is that, and then after that value of b, double quote close, comma b, and after that I have added a and b and store by variable c. So here c equals to a plus b and printing result c as a comment, then after that print within round bracket, okay, double quote open, the total of a and b is double quote close and c, okay student. So let's do it practically student. So to do that we have to open a Python, okay, and I'm going to store this particular program in a script mode. So I will take a comment, a program for arithmetic operator. So what I'm going to do student, here is a 10, then b equals to 20. So simply you have to run it. So file name, suppose that a1, it will ask to replace because I have already created. So it will now print, I'm doing here printing content. So printing value of a and b, okay, which can be possible with the help of print function. So student, before performing the a and b output, I can just directly use this one thing also. Let's take a print within double or single quote, triple quote, the value of a is, okay. So now you can see student, the value has come. Can you see student? So by that you can see that student, the two line has printed. To overcome this problem, I will do one thing, I will print this a within this line only. So now we can see that what will happen, the next output within a single line, okay student. Now next one thing, print the value of b is, then b. Now you can see the value of a and b both are printed. Now what I am going to do student, I am using arithmetic operator that are given in that particular program, okay. So I will use using plus. What I have to do, student? So print the total of A and B is, so what I will do, student, here I will simply type here A plus B. Okay, so let's see what will the output. Here you can see that A plus B comes 30, but in this program I have used different one thing. I have used C variable. So what is the need of C variable, student? Okay, student, actually this particular total, I want to say addition, is going to store in a console, and we can't use it further as a result. To make it, I'm say, usable, whatever the result, I can do one thing. I will use a variable C with A plus B, and I can use C. Okay, that to mean to say whatever the addition of A and B, it is stored into C, and I can use C again and again in my operation and program. So let's see, output will be the same, but functionality is simply different. Okay, now I am going to use subtraction of the particular variable. So here C equals to A minus B. So now same thing I will copy from here, and I will paste. In the place of addition, I will use minus, here is plus. Okay, simple way. So let's see what will the output. So here you can see that the plus value of A and B is 30 and the minus value of A and B is 10. Why minus 10? Okay, so here A plus B, whatever the 30 stored by C, it is printed as 30. Okay, now next one thing, A equals to 10 and minus 20. So what will the answer? Minus 10, and minus 10 is stored to the C. Okay, and finally output will be minus 10. So next one thing, I will use multiplication. So here A star B. Okay, star means multiplication. Same thing I will do here, student. I will copy this one thing, and then I will use a star, or you can say that multiplication. So now what is the output? Let's see. So here you can see that 200. Why? We are always going to refer to the last line for the every new line. So now you can see that 10 into 20 will be definitely 200. Okay, student. Now we are going to use the another one operator, that is divide operator. Okay, to make the division, I will do one thing, student. I will change the value of A and B again. Suppose that here is A value is 10 and B value is 3. Okay, student. So now what will the output? So whatever the earlier value, that is 10 and 20, forgot that, and after that we are using A equals to 10 and B equals to 3. Okay, so now I'm using this, I'm printing the same thing. Okay, I will use here A divided by B. Okay, so the result of A divided by is, okay, let's see what will the output. So here you can see, here is 3. Why? Because 10 divided by 3 will be 3 point something. Okay, so according to that, whatever the quotient part, it will be considered by divide. And next one thing, C equals to A modulus B, and now I will print the same line here. Okay, you can do the same thing also. It will be better if you will use that, if you will type again, because for practice. Okay, so let's see, student, what will the output. So here you can see that 1. Did you got that, student? I will run it again because you can't see it, so I will run it. So now you can see that last line, here is A divided by, I must say divided by B is 3 and A modulus by 1. So whatever the remainder, okay, 3 3s are 9, whatever the remainder is 1, so remainder will be considered as a what thing? This one thing, modulus. Okay, now we are going to understand the next one thing, exponent. So here we have considered the two value, that is 10 and 3. Okay, so now I am going to do the changes with variable, that is A equals to 2 and B equals to, suppose that 5. Okay, and now I'm going to store c equals to a star star b, that means a to the power b. Okay, so what will happen, this means 2 to the power 5. So I'm going to print the same thing, and I'm going to just do this one thing. So what will the output look at? So here you can see that 32 means a to the power 5. I think a to the power 5 is 32. So if I am going to do the changes here, b to the power a, okay, what will the output look at here? So here I will also change the output and says message. So what will the output, let's see. So here I will show you, run it again, 25, because 5 to the power 2 will be definitely 25. Okay student, so student, we have covered in this particular program the arithmetic operator. Now we will talk about floor division. Okay, floor division, same thing, we are going to talk about that one thing. Okay, so here floor division, suppose that c equals to a floor division by b. Okay, so what will the output look at the screen? So here a divided by b. So consider the value is 2 and 5. Okay, so let's say student, what will the output? So here is floor division is 0. Okay, because b I think 5 and a equals to 2. So we are going to do one thing, I am going to do b upon a, because little value is that. So b upon a, because I am going to divide by little value, I am say lesser value as compared to the this one thing denominator. Okay, so I am going to close it and look at the output. You can see 2. Here is 5 upon 2, 2 to the 4. So whatever the quotient, it will be considered as a floor value. Okay, so in this program student, we have learned what is the arithmetic operator and how to use it. Okay, and now we are going to understand, we have done the all practice of that. Now we have to use the assignment operator. Okay, actually what are the assignment operator? Assignment operator are used to assign the value to a variable. Okay, without using assignment operator we can't use the variable. Okay, so before I'm going to start a program, I'm say explanation, okay, we will do one thing, we are going to open a new file. So same heading, I will use a program for assignment operator. Okay student, so here I am going to directly print a. Okay, simple that the value of a is, okay, here is separated by a. So let's see what will the output. Definitely it will provide me error. Why? Because a here is not used, okay, defined. So here is error name is name a is not defined. So to overcome this problem, we need to declare the value, that is a equals to something. Okay, so by that you can see value has come. Okay student, so it means to say assignment operator are very important while we are using the variable or the declaration of variable. So in this program you can understand, I have commented a program to use assignment operator or an augmented assignment operator. I will talk about the augmented assignment after that. Okay, but till then we have to understand what is assignment operator. Here is 10, a equals to 10, 10 assigned to a, b equals to 20, 20 stored by b, then c equals to 30, 30 is stored by c. Okay, so after that I can print the value of a, b, c also. Okay, so let's do it again. So what I'm doing, a equals to 90, b equals to suppose that 12, and c equals to suppose that 89. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing student. What I'm going to do, I'm going to print this particular line again and again. So but the value I will change. Okay, and here is c. Okay, now let's see what will the output. So same thing will come. Okay, I will close this one thing because the screen of the console screen we are never going to be clear again and again. So to do that I have to close that one thing. So here you can see that the value of a is 90, the value of b is 12, the value of c is 89. Okay, I can use ABC because of the assignment operator. Now we need to understand next one thing, this one thing. If suppose that if I am performing a minus b, okay, so what will be the output of a? The value of a is. Okay, I have not used a double quote, so use the double quote, triple quote or single quote. Okay, it's up to you. Now after that A. So let's see student, here the value will be remain same of A. Okay, why? Because I have done the changes in arithmetic operation. I am to say A minus B, but it is not printed, not stored by any variable. Okay, understand? It means to say it is one time operation and it do not affect the value in a variable. Okay, so now you can see that 78 has come because A minus B is there. Okay, so I will do one thing, I will print to make the separation of line. Okay, now you can see that 78. Okay, so whatever the operation we are performing, like A minus B, B minus C, A modulus B, whatever we have done in arithmetic operation, it is never going to be stored, okay, in any variable. To do that, okay, we have to use augmented assignment variable. Okay, augmented assignment variable operator look like this. Okay, so you can see I have teach you this one thing same. The value of C will be remain 30. Okay, but in this case the value will be changed. Okay, so here C equals to C minus B, print the value is C, whatever the C, the now C value will be changed. So we will do the same thing here student. What I am going to do, C equals to C minus 20. Okay, so now I am going to print the value of C is, okay, here is C. So now guess what will the output? Definitely whatever the changes of C, it will come here. Okay, so here you can see, I will close this one thing. So now you can see the value of C is 69. Okay, if number of time I will print C, the current value of C will print, that is 69. Okay, so now you can see here is 69. So it is change, I mean this value of C is now totally changed. So due to the this one operator, that is assignment operator. So whatever the value of C, here is C 89, 89 subtract by 20, so I think 69, 69 will store to the C. Okay, so here value of C is permanently changed by assignment operator. Okay, now we have to understand augmented assignment operator. Augmented assignment operator, actually it's a short form. What is that? Look at here. If I am going to use, okay, suppose that here is variable of C, I think value is 69 if I am not wrong. So here I am doing minus C equals to 20. So it is a short form of that. It means to say same thing. Okay, same thing means C equals to C minus 29 or sorry 20. Okay, so now you can see that here, that means to say C equals to 69 minus 20. Okay, that does mean say 69 subtract by 20 and whatever the result will store to the C. So now I am going to print the same output here, same line. So let's see what will the output. Now you can see 49. If you number of the time you will print the what thing C, the output will be remain same. So now see, here is always 49. Okay student, so in this example I have to issue the same thing. Okay, here number of the type of augmented assignment can be possible, that is short and augmented plus assignment, augmented minus assignment, multiply, floor division. So I will teach you here. Okay student, so in this one thing assignment we have learned, we have just understand minus subtraction. Okay, plus will be same. Okay, multiply will multiply and same, and logical and operator shift wise, shift left. So we will do the sum operation in plus, minus and multiply. So to do that student, we will come to the programming screen again. I am to say script mode again. So now I am going to perform this particular operation. Here suppose that A plus equals to B, that means to say whatever the value of B, okay, here A equals to, I think A variable value is 90, okay, plus B, here is whatever. Okay, so here print, simply I will type the value of a is, after that a. Okay student, so let's see what will the output. Here you can see 102 is the output. Why? Because the value of a is 90 and after that we have added, okay, the particular 12 on 90, so output will be 102. Okay, understand student? So do that. We are going to do one thing. Student, what I'm going to create here program, you have to pause the screen of video and note down in a classwork copy. Okay, so what we have to do student, simply print, okay, result of a plus equals to 10 is, okay, simply you have to type, okay. Student, assignment never goes to under the print, so what we have to do, we have to provide IMC process it before the print statement. So now separate type comma, so now you can see the first one thing 100 because I have added by 10. Next one thing, a minus by 10. Okay, so what will the output, a minus equals to 10. So here I am going to just copy it and print it. So here again it will be what thing, earlier value, that is 90. Okay, and now next one thing, a multiplied equals to, suppose that 4. Okay, so what will the output, here I am going to star, that is message, by 4. Okay, it will be a. So now you can see 360. Okay student, here is 360 because 9 3 ja 360 and I'm 93 ja 360. Okay, same thing will be here, a divide by 2. Okay, so that means to say whatever the value 360, okay, so it will be here divide by 2 and it will store to a again. So here 180. Okay, the value of a is 180 because whatever the value of a divide by 2 and whatever the result will come, it is stored to the a. So student, I hope you will do the practice with this program. And now we are going to understand the next one thing, program for comparison operator. Okay, as I teach you in earlier video student, comparison operator used to compare the value, okay, whether it is equal, not equal, bigger than, lesser than, or bigger than equals to or lesser than equals to. So we are going to understand how to compare that value. Okay, so first of all, according to the program, you can see that a equals to 10, b equals to 20. Here are two values assigned by two different variable. Okay, printing the value a and b. Okay, so here you can understand print. Okay, I have skipped this one thing. Here p should be small, but print the value of a is a and value of b is b. So here will be 10 and 20, and result. Okay, result of a greater than b. Okay, here is comma a greater than b. So what will the output? Look at here. The comparison operator always return the answer in the form of true or false. So what we are going to do student, we are going to just create a particular one thing program. Okay, so to do that I am going to open a script mode. So simple a program for compare. Okay, so what we are going to do, here is a equals to 10 and b equals to 20. Okay, so simply I will going to do print what I'm going to print student. I'm not going to print their values, I'm just going to result. Okay, so result of a greater than b. So what will the output student? Definitely I will type here a greater than b. Okay, now press this one A3 and now you can see that output will be false. Why? Because here a equals to 10 and b equals to 10 and a is not bigger than b. Okay, next one thing, print result of a bigger than, okay, or equals to b. So let's see student, what will the output? It will be also false because A is not bigger than B and A is not equals to B. So let's see what will the output. So here both condition will be false. Okay, in case if I'll use as variable C equals to 10. Okay, so what will be happen if I'll use suppose then this one thing. So now you can see in this condition student, here is A equals to 10 and B C equals to 10. Okay, in this situation both are not greater than to each other, that is A is not bigger than C but A is equal than C, so that time it will become true. Can you see that, student? Good. Now we have to understand the next one thing. Print result of A lesser than B. Okay, let's see what will happen, student. A lesser than what thing? B. Here you can see that A is lesser than definitely B, so it will be true. So now you can see that A is lesser than B, it is true. Okay, so now the same condition, print result of A lesser than equals to C. So in this condition, student, what will the output? True, because A is not lesser than C but it is equal to C. So first of all it will check whether it is bigger, smaller or not, and then after the equality of that it means to say it is equal or not. So here I am to perform this one thing and now the output will be true. So you can see, student, A is not lesser than C but it is equal to C. Okay, student. After that we will perform the double equals to, whether it is same or not. Okay, so print result of A double equals to A, okay, or B, we can say that. So what is the output? A double equals to B. So here it will be definitely false. Why? Because A stored A 10 and B stored 20. So in the place of that I can do one thing. I will copy it and then print it. Here is A double equals to C. So what will the output? So let's see, because A and C having same value, so it will be true. Okay, student. Okay, now we can consider the next operator. I am to say in that not equals to Y. Okay, not equals to Y, that mean to say whatever the true it will be converted in false, whatever the false it will be converted in true. So the reverse answer, inward answer of the condition is known as not equals to. So we are doing the same thing, student. So here what we are doing to not equals to, not by exclamatory sign, so just it will invert the answer. You can see, student, in these two first condition, A double equals to B is false because these are different. A double equals true, A double equals to C was true. In this condition, A is not equals to B, it will be true definitely, because A is not equals to B, that means true. A not equals to C, that means false, because A and C are equal. Okay, student. So this is not operator, this one thing. So we have learned equal operator, that is equity operator, we can say that, not equal, greater than, lesser than, greater than equals to, lesser than equals to. Now we have to understand logical operator. So student, what is logical operator? Logical operator are actually and or not. Okay, so what are the logical operator? A logical operator actually combine two or more than two comparison expression. Okay, student, it is termed as like a truth table also. Okay, you can see that this example. First of all, we will see this particular example, A into B, that means and. Okay, if both are 1, then output will be 1, otherwise it will always produce the result 0. You can see that 1 into 0, 0, 0 into 1, 0, 0 into 0, 0. So it means to say it will produce only true while both comparison, I mean to say comparison expression are true. 1 and 1 will be true. Okay, in OR operator, it will produce only 0 when both expression are in a false condition. 0 plus 0 will be 0. So here it is like addition. 1 plus 1 will be 1, not 2. 1 plus 1 equals to 1, and 1 plus 0 equals to again 1. 0 plus 1 equals to 1, and 0 plus 0 equals to 0. So now let us see the example here, student. I have created three variable a, b, c. Here a store 10, b store 20, c store 30. Okay, now I have printed this variable a and b, c. So here print within that one thing, the value of a is a, the value of b is b, the value of c is c. Okay, student. Now first of all we will discuss about the not operator, that is not logical operator. So not logical operator, actually it is a special type of logical operator that implemented with single variable or expression also, student. Okay, only the not logical operator is one of the logical operator which can use by single operation or single variable or expression also. So now here you can see that a compare by a lesser than greater than 10. Okay, it is not, it I mean to say after that not we have provide, it will be invert the answer. Okay, like the not equals to. So here print using the not or logical operator. So here you can say that a value contain 10. Okay, and 10 is not bigger than 10. So it will be whatever false, it will convert in true. So let's do it practically one by one, student. So now come back to the program. I'm going to close this one thing, and now I'm going to open a new file. So in this I will provide the comment program for logical operator. So here a value like 10, a value is 10, okay, and b is 20, okay, student, and c equals to 30. Okay, so now I'm going to use a logical not operator. So I am going to use print simply result of not a bigger than 10. Okay, so what will the output look at here, student? So simply I'm going to use not within round bracket a bigger than 10. According to that, what will the output look at the output screen? So here is program number 4. So here you can see that true. So it invert the answer. Why? A is 10 and 10 I think not greater than 10. So it will be false and not convert into true. So that's why it is answer true. Okay, what is the output? Either true it will false, okay, true it will false, or if false then it will true. Okay, so now we are going to understand the next one thing, that is logical AND operator. Here, student, I have used the particular comparison, okay, combined by AND logical operator by this situation. So what we are going to do, student, we have to understand this one thing. Result of a lesser than b, I am saying lesser than 5, okay, greater than 5, and a lesser than 11 is, it will be definitely true because according to this one thing. So what is that? So here a equals to 5, a is 10, so 10 is bigger than 5, that means true, and a lesser than 11, that means it say a is 10, definitely lesser than 10, so both are 1, okay, AND operator, and it will be true. So now do it practically again, student. So here printing in a short manner I will print, okay. So here I will use this one thing, a greater than 5, okay, and a that is lesser than 11. So here it will print me answer true. Can you see that, student? True has come. I will not type whole syntax, okay, you can pause the video and note down a class copy. So now you can see the output has printed, that is true. Okay, now next one thing, it is confirm this one thing, that is 1 into 1 equals to 1. Okay, next one thing, I will print the next operation, that is 1.0. that means to say first condition will be true, a lesser than, I am say greater than 5, and okay, and here is a, okay, bigger than 10, so it means to say it is false. So it means to say 1.0, so it will be result always 0 because it is AND operation, so output will be false. Can you see, student? Okay, first expression is true but second is false, so final output will be false, that is 0. The next one thing, print first expression will be false. Okay, for example, if I'm doing this one thing, a is what thing, greater than b. Okay, and b is okay also greater than c. According to this, what will happen, student? Okay, according to this, I have created first a 0 and second one thing, this one thing. So here a is greater than b, so it is false because a is 10 and b is 20, so this expression will be false. Okay, and here b is greater than c, so we will do one thing, b is lesser than c because I am going to make it true. So now what will the output? It will also false. Okay, and at last both condition will be false. So what I am going to do, student, I am going to make same thing, a is greater than b. Okay, and b is also greater than c. So that means to say both expression are false, 0.0 equals to 0. So that means to say it will be also false. So student, in on AND operation you have seen, okay, only when both expression are true or more than two expression are true, the output will be true, otherwise false. Okay, now we can consider the logical OR operator. OR operator is specially designed for the addition. Addition means if both expression or more than expression are false, then will be result false. Okay, we will do it the same, student. So here logical operator and we are or we are using, so same thing we have to do. Okay, then 5, here is OR. Okay, same thing I'm going to do, student. That means to say 1 plus 1, definitely it will be 1, there is no need to worry about this one thing. So output will be, here is true. So I will close this particular one thing. Now you can see true. So to overcome the problem, I will do one thing, I will comment it. So use triple quote for comment multiple line as I teach you. Okay, now you can see first will be true. Now what will the second? Second, I am taking the same thing. Okay, in the place of AND I will place OR. Then what will happen? Again it will run because first is true and second is false. So here you can see that both are true. And third, I will consider in this example third condition. In third condition, I am also using OR operator. Okay, that means to say plus, it will again 1 because true. So now you can see third one also true. And at last one statement, which definitely false because both condition are false. So here 0 plus 0 will be definitely 0. So now you can see that I will show you again the output. So now you can see that the fourth one is false except remaining 3 statement. Okay, student, we have learned in this program how to use logical operator, okay, in the term of AND logical operator, OR logical operator and NOT operator. And now we will understand the next one thing, identity operator. Identity operator are is and is not. Okay, so it is simple, very quite easy and simple program. So here I have used this one thing a and b. Okay, and I have used value a, b, c. I have printed this one thing, and after that I have used within these two lines result of a, okay, is b equals to whatever, true or false. If b or not, it will be again true and false. So let's do it practically, student. So I'm going to close it. Okay, and I'm going to create a new file, okay, with a program for operator. So here is a equals to 10 and b equals to 20. Okay, and suppose that c equals to again 10. Okay, so I am going to print, so here using is identity operator. Now print. So here within message I will type A is what thing? B. So here same thing, A is B. So here output will be something different, A5. So now you can see that here will be false because A is 10, B is what thing? 20. Same thing if I'll print along with A is A. So output will be A is A. It will be definitely true because the value is same thing. If I'll use the same thing again in the respect of C variable, so what will the output? Look at the screen, student. So now you can see it will be again true because C and A both are having same value. Okay, and now next variable that is using is not identity operator. So what I will do, student, I will copy the whole content again and I will paste here. I will type simply not. Okay, so here in the place of this one thing I will also type not, and here not. Okay, I will comment it, which will never affect my program. So now you can see that A is not B. That is true, definitely true, because A is 10 and B I think 20. A is not A, false because A and A are same. A is not C, it will be also false because A and C are having same value. Okay, so we have learned, student, okay, identity operator. Okay, it will return true or false, okay, as per according to the what thing? Expression. So student, today we have learned, okay, how to use the operators. In next video we will understand what are the different types, typecasting, etc. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.